How do you feel great on vacation? Like really good? Easy. You go to Aruba. You'll spend your time relaxing on cool white sand beaches and floating in healing blue water. You'll immerse yourself in natural wonder and find your center on an island where things move at your speed. You won't just feel great, you'll feel relaxed, renewed, and ready for life. That's the Aruba effect. Plan your trip at aruba.com.
Have you ever noticed how a calm mind can really set the stage for a good night's sleep? That's the idea behind our new podcast, Good Sleep. Greg, our host from Optimal Relationships Daily, is here to help ease you into a peaceful night's rest with some positive affirmations. And these affirmations aren't just comforting, they can help ease anxiety and nurture positive thoughts, setting you up for true good sleep. So, press play on Good Sleep tonight because a good tomorrow starts with a good night's sleep. Just search for Good Sleep in your podcast app and be sure to pick the one from Optimal Living Daily. This is Optimal Health Daily, episode 2437. Plan to Fail in Order to Succeed by Lea Genders of leagendersfitness.com. And I'm Dr. Neil, your very own personal narrator. Hey there, happy Saturday and welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, or OHD, where I act as your narrator of popular health and fitness blogs and always with a bit of my commentary at the end. Now, don't forget, we have a bunch of shows where we cover a bunch of different topics. Just search for Optimal Living Daily in any podcast app to find all of them. But with that, let's get right to it and start optimizing your life. Plan to Fail in Order to Succeed by Lea Genders of leagendersfitness.com. How does that saying go? When you fail to plan, you plan to fail? Yeah, I like that one, but I also think that you need to plan to fail in order to succeed. We often think about failure as something we want to avoid. Who wants to fail at something after all? Failure sucks, but failure is a part of the learning and growing process. If you aren't failing, you probably aren't trying to learn, grow, or improve in life. I often run into this with my nutrition clients as they go through the program. A common sentiment is, I didn't do what I was supposed to do last week. I feel like a failure. It's a great opportunity to remind you that failure is part of the process. Behavior changes are hard. No one decides to eat healthier, to start working out, or change bad habits and then immediately changes their whole life. It just doesn't work like that. No one reads one article on the internet, goes to one exercise class, or enrolls in one nutrition course and instantly changes all their bad behaviors. Change is hard. It takes time and practice, and it's never linear. A lot of times, you have to fail a bunch of times before you get it right. Trying and failing is part of the process. One of the lessons in the nutrition program is to eat our meals slowly. No one reads the lesson one time and starts eating slower for every meal from there on out. It takes practice. One of my clients said, I feel terrible, but I was so busy this week I didn't have time to eat slower. My toddler was throwing mashed potatoes at me while I was trying to eat my dinner. I had to eat it as fast as possible. I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I failed. This may feel like failure, but this is real life. 2-year-olds will always act like 2-year-olds. If you plan to only do better when your 2-year-old matures, then you'll never get there. Expect that something will almost always go awry. It's not about doing everything perfectly, but just trying to do the best you can in your current circumstances. It's a learning process. It's all about making lifestyle changes that fit into your already busy life. Life is always going to be busy. What can you do today that's a slightly better choice than what you did yesterday? How can you improve an inch? If you ate your meal too fast, but afterwards thought about how you ate your meal too fast, I call that a win. It shows your awareness is improving. In the past, you weren't even aware you were eating too fast. This is a step in the right direction. Recognizing our behaviors is the first step to changing them. I know it doesn't seem like much, but the little things add up over time. The most successful people make changes slowly over time. You can try to do everything all at once and beat yourself up when it doesn't work out, or you can make small changes that are sustainable over the long term. You can try and fail again. I do. It's all part of the process. Failure is feedback. Failure is feedback. When you fail, you have an opportunity to improve. When you don't do what you thought you wanted to do, look at it as a learning experience. Ask yourself, what went wrong? Why didn't this go as planned? What stopped me from doing what I thought I wanted to do? What can I do the next time this happens to make a better decision? What's one thing I can focus on in order to do better? You could beat yourself up over it and feel badly about it, but that's not productive. When things didn't go as planned, you now know what doesn't work. What can you try next time? It's also taking responsibility for what went wrong. You can blame your kids or your partner or your boss or your coach for what went wrong, but really thinking about how you could have handled the situation better and what you could have done differently is the path to improvement. Life will always have obstacles. It was life-changing for me to realize that healthy living isn't all or nothing. I used to think if I wasn't perfect, then what's the point of doing anything? If I messed up and missed a workout, I already failed. I might as well eat the ice cream. If I brought my healthy lunch to work, but then was tempted to dine out with coworkers instead, then I might as well order pizza for dinner that day too, since I already messed up. When I missed too many workouts, I should just quit the program. I'm already too far behind. That kind of thinking doesn't move us forward. It teaches us to make good decisions only when everything goes perfectly, instead of teaching us how to make healthier choices inside our messy lives. When you make a choice that doesn't fit your goals, move on and try to make a better choice at the next opportunity. When you miss a workout, maybe you can do 5 to 10 minutes of body weight exercises before bed instead. When you eat an unhealthy lunch, you can make sure you get your lean protein, smart carbs, and healthy fats at dinner. Every small, healthy decision moves you forward. Every failure is a learning opportunity. The people that are the most successful are those who have failed the most because they keep trying, moving forward, and learning when faced with setbacks. Failure is only truly failure if you give up on your goals altogether. Set your expectations. Failure is part of the process. Plan to fail in order to succeed. You just listened to the post titled, Plan to Fail in Order to Succeed by Lea Genders of leagendersfitness.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary. We're driven by the search for better, but when it comes to hiring, the best way to search for a candidate isn't to search, but match. If you need to hire, you need Indeed. Indeed is your matching and hiring platform with over 350 million global monthly visitors and a matching engine that helps you find quality candidates fast. And Indeed doesn't just help you hire faster. 93% of employers agree Indeed delivers the highest quality matches compared to other job sites. One of the things I love about Indeed is that it makes hiring all in one place so easy because Indeed's matching engine is constantly learning from your preferences. So the more you use Indeed, the better it gets. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/health. Just go to Indeed.com/health right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Indeed.com/health. Terms and conditions apply. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Dr. Neil here for my commentary. To echo what today's author Lea just mentioned, think about your goals as a hypothetical destination like Disneyland or Antarctica or some place you've always wanted to visit. That destination represents your health goals. Let's say you've decided to begin your journey to get to this destination that you've always wanted to visit. Along the way, you'll probably make a wrong turn. In fact, you'll probably make several wrong turns. But just because you made a wrong turn or several of them, that doesn't mean you're going to turn around and go home, right? You're not going to give up and say, well, I made a wrong turn. I guess I should just not go to my destination. I'll just go back home now. No, you find your way back to the road and then you keep going. This is how we need to think about our path to our health goals. Just because we make a mistake doesn't mean we failed. We just need to think of it as a setback. Then get back on the road. All right, that'll do it for today. I hope you have a great weekend if you're listening in real time. And of course, I'll see you back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.